They can't work any harder. I can't fault any of them really. We probably locked a little bit of quality in certain areas, but it's difficult. Seeing the pitch, it's a rugby pitch, isn't it here? And sometimes you've got to just adapt to that. And I thought the attitude was super. A little bit. I thought we could have done better in the first half. We didn't play quick enough, but second half I thought we did a lot better. Got in better positions, 2 or 3 opportunities, and couldn't quite finish. But we still owed it a good save to Lonergan as well at the same time.
How impressive was Andy Lonergan tonight? In the first half in particular, he made some fantastic saves.
Yeah, I think he over, what your goalies are like. They make them look better than what they are, and he could have rolled and caught it really, 1 or 2. But he's done well, he's trained hard, and he's a good lad to have at the back, and you see why tonight.
It's 2 clean sheets out of your 3 games in charge now. What's that down to?
Well, they tell me that we can score goals, but we can't defend, so I've still got to see a goal yet. So, I think they work hard on the training ground, and we do look stronger, and we went right to the end. And we had a tough game on Saturday, so plenty of rest. And I'm glad we've got another extra day this week. With Hull playing Friday, had an extra day's rest, and I do think it helps at this stage. So I'm glad we're playing Sunday at Middlesbrough, and I'm glad Middlesbrough won tonight.
Is it down to a mental aspect, do you think, in that back line as well? Those players believing that they can keep clean sheets?
Well, I just think they're good habits. I think they've all got good habits. We're asking them to do certain things, and they are doing. And there's 1 or 2 things that we're still not up to date, up to right on top of it. But I think once we have another couple of days training, Friday, Saturday, we're getting better and better in that respect. And it'd be nice to see something go off somebody's backside, I think, and get in the goals.
I thought Tom Lees was fantastic tonight.
Yeah, I did. I think he's improved every game since I've had him. Against Doncaster, he was a little bit suspect, him and Darren, but they've worked very hard. Probably the goal against Southampton we could have prevented, but other than that, they've been excellent.
Is a lack of goals worrying you? Is it something that 3 games in now you've not seen one? Is it bothering you slightly?
No, not really. I've got to just say that, I just think they will come. I think we've just got to, the attitude tonight. I can't ask any more. It's a tough place to come, Hull. You've seen the record. They don't concede many, and you can see why, So I'm delighted. The fans turned out in force. It just whets the appetite to build a team that they'll be proud of.
What did you make to Danny Webber's performance then on his first start for the club?
I thought he did all right. I mean, I didn't want to play him, but AD failed a fitness test, and I just said to him, I'd like to put you in if you can give me an hour, but he lasted a bit longer than that, and if anything, I thought he got stronger then. I kept wanting to bring him off, but he had another run. So it wouldn't have done him any harm, that. Now we've got a couple of days rest before we start the build-up to Middlesbrough.
How close will Aidan White and Lee Bromby be for pushing him in contention?
I think Aidan White might be closer, but he was struggling running, on the different areas and what have you. But we've signed Robinson as well now, so we're a bit thin in midfield. And but hopefully, I think all the lads want to keep the shirts now. Like Connolly, he's done well at right back as well. So long may it last.
We've just spoken to Paul Robinson. What does he bring into your side?
Leadership, aggression. Good pro. He's a good pro. We need good pros.
Are you looking for more as well before the Middlesbrough game?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we'd like to, but what would you do? I was looking to bring a centre half in, but they're playing very, very well. So I haven't got a problem with not signing anybody. I just want to see a goal.
And do you feel tonight still keeps you in the race? Do you think the playoffs are still there?
It'll be difficult, won't it? But we've said we need to win on Sunday, really. I think, and then the minor situation against West Ham.
Andy, give us your assessment of that one then. Another clean sheet for you?
Yeah, it's very pleasing. We've got sort of, I suppose, the Neil Warnock mentality of not conceding and being horrible to play against them. While I appreciate for the fans it wasn't probably the best thing to watch. It was a tough game, tough place, horrible pitch, so we've done well.
What is that Neil Warnock mentality then? What have you been doing in the last couple of weeks that have got these clean sheets?
Just all defending as a team, everyone defending, not taking silly chances, because we often give them chances to score, they don't create. You know what I mean? So I think that's what was frustrating. And we have got goals in the team, even though we haven't found the back of the net in 3 games. We have got players who'll score. So I think just once it clicks, you know what I mean, we'll be a force to reckon with.
Is it a belief thing, do you think? Once you can get 1 clean sheet, then they can keep coming?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I mean. I mean, probably 6 weeks ago, I would have pressed the panic button, thinking we probably had to win that game 1-0. But I think you can see tonight that the situation of the game, I don't think we're ever going to nick anything out of that game. It was just keeping a clean sheet.
How much did it take for you to keep your focus as well? Because when you were called on tonight, you pulled off some fantastic saves.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's always better playing away because you tend to be in the game more. At Ellen Road, it's pretty. We take the game to them, but enjoyed it. I'm finding a bit of confidence again, and I like it.
What are you making as well to now life under the new boss? It's been a few weeks now. You've been able to settle and kind of get into his way of things.
Yeah, I mean, you all know what he's like. He's a character, but you know the staff as well, a different class. Jeppo and me personally, Andy Leanings took over from Andy Bees, who I thought Bees was fantastic, but got on really well with Andy. And in the past, things have been different. I might have worked with him in the past. You know what I mean? So it's good to have him.
Is that a nice change then? Is it a nice change to have that coaching change?
Yeah, of course it is. I don't want to say anything to disrespect anyone. Do you know what I mean? But Bees was fantastic for me. You know what I mean? And hopefully Andy can do the same.
How are you assessing then a point tonight? Is it a pleasing point on the road, or is it 2 points dropped?
Oh, never 2 points dropped. A 0-0 away from home's always a point gained.
And what does that do for the running, do you feel, now then, for the playoff chase?
It keeps us in there, I suppose, because you know, if we go to Middlesbrough and don't concede again, then we're further up the table, I guess. So
you obviously haven't got the armband as well now. Is that almost like a weight off your shoulders in some ways?
You know what? It actually feels like that. It shouldn't, but it does. You know, it felt a bit of a I won't say pressure, but you know, it was probably too much. I wanted to come to the club. Do you know what I mean? I was doing a lot of things, and I just need to concentrate on my own game.
And you're enjoying your own game at the minute, I guess, in these last few games.
Yeah, it's been good.
Well, Paul, welcome to the club. Tell us how this move's come about for you personally then.
Well, I've been reading about it quite a bit in the paper, but nothing really been much happening. And then just out of the blue, obviously wanting to get out and play games, which I wasn't doing at Bolton. And for me, it's about just keeping my fitness and as I say, coming to a big club in Leeds, it was a no-brainer. I just wanted to come here and just try and get some games under my belt.
Has this season been a bit frustrating for you because you were never present before the break at Christmas, weren't you?
Yeah, it's been very frustrating for me. I feel like I was playing my best football and putting my body on the line for the club, but obviously they fought different reasons, and it's been very frustrating for me as a person and as a player. So I'm just happy now to be out of the place for a little bit, just to get my head right and come here at Leeds and help the lads and encourage the lads to try and get good results and try and get in the playoffs.
How much of a part did Neil Warnock have in luring you to the club?
Massive part. He's a great character in football. There's not many of them in the game, and obviously when he talks to the club and he wants to sign me, I just wanted to get it done and come and work for the man. And as I say, just to meet some of the lads and have a fresh start for a little bit.
You obviously didn't manage to get onto the field. It would have been a very quick turnaround for you to get on there today. But how are you feeling? Are you fit, ready to go straight in if needed at the weekend?
Yeah, I'm fit and like raring to go. But obviously the team's playing well and you can't complain. You've got to be patient. As in football, we know you've just got to keep training hard, keep working hard, and when your chance comes, you've got to take it. And that's what I'll do. It's just nice for me to get out somewhere different. Being frustrated at one club. You need to get out sometimes and to hopefully come here to a massive club and try and get some games under my belt. So, but if they keep playing like that, then obviously it's going to be difficult for me. But as I say, I've come meet some different faces and meet some new friends hopefully and hopefully push this club up to the playoffs if we can.
How hard will it be for you to get in that side? 2 clean sheets out of the last 3 games.
Yeah, of course it's hard. But as a professional, you've always got to be ready and you've got to keep working hard and keep, as you say, keep pushing the gaffer and letting them know that you're ready. But you can't complain when the lads are playing well and you're keeping another great clean sheet tonight. You can't complain. You've just got to keep your head down and keep working hard. You've
mentioned the playoffs a couple of times. You clearly feel that it's still there for the taking.
Yeah, I do, and the squad that's here is capable of that easily to get into that. And then who knows? You say when you make that late run, you're always the favourite then of going up because you're on that run and you're going forward. So I believe in this group of players. That's why I come here, because there's a great ability and there's some, as you say, they're great lads. So fingers crossed. Hopefully we can do that.
What did you make of the performance tonight then?
Great, solid performance. This is always a tough place to come, and you see the pitch is nice and bobbly. So, but no, you've got to come to these places. You've got to grind out results, and they did that tonight. And great credit to all the lads because they worked hard and dug in.
It's obviously a short-term deal that you've signed for, but is it something you're already looking at longer term?
I don't know yet. I'm just taking it bit by bit. Obviously, I've got to think of my family, where they're at the moment, in Birmingham. So I've got to make a decision closer to the time. But as I say, for me, it's just to come out and get away from Bolton for a bit and have a fresh start with some new faces, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
And nice as well, I suppose, to have a good few days now, I guess, ahead of the Middlesbrough game on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. I can come in, get to know the players a bit more and train with them, work with them on the training field and take it from there, really. I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to it.
You'll be knocking on the manager's door, I imagine, on Friday?
I don't know. I won't be knocking on the manager's door. The managers have a tough enough job, as you say, picking the team. But as a player, you've just got to keep your head down and keep working hard and encouraging the lads. That's what it's all about.